Failing to achieve your fitness goals isn't always about a lack of effort. That can certainly be a factor in many cases, but plenty of people put a ton of effort into their training and still end up spinning their wheels. And I've been there. So from about probably 25 to 30 years old, my training could be summed up as a repetitive cycle of training really hard, then getting injured, then the process of rebuilding and making a little bit of progress, then another injury, and then repeating that cycle for several years, obviously leading to very slow progress. And it wasn't for lack of effort. At the time I owned a gym and I was, training was pretty much my life, and I trained way harder than I train now, but I got a lot less for it except for injuries. I got plenty of those. More than I wanted, and those weren't helping me make progress at all. But I did learn a lot from this process, and that is that sometimes the harder you chase after something, the more likely you are to trip over your own feet. And you've probably seen this pop up in all different ways in your own life, like in relationships and business and sports and hobbies and even in health challenges. And, sometimes it feels like a cosmic paradox built into the fabric of reality. You just can't force certain things. And this all became clear to me once I hit about 30 years old. And I became tired of exchanging injuries for gains. And I just lost the willingness to get hurt in the pursuit of being healthier. And I was trying so hard, but more effort isn't the solution when you're on a hamster wheel. And at that point, my training was like the direct expression of all my enthusiasm for exercise, just total unmitigated effort, blindly applied. But of course, being young and stupid, I had to give it a shot for several years. And I finally came to terms with the fact that I was actually just self-sabotaging. So to jump off the hamster wheel, I decided to be more targeted with my effort and apply it to exercises that didn't injure me instead of the ones that had repeatedly injured me, and to prioritize my form and technique instead of trying to force the addition of reps and weight every single session, and to build goals around consistency instead of outcomes. Basically physiological hygiene, and it worked. I broke through that frustrating cycle and made better gains in the next year than I did in the previous 5. So this is kind of part cautionary tale, part training philosophy, but my point is that sometimes if you've been stuck for a while or caught in an unproductive cycle of injury and recovery, or maybe quitting and restarting, sometimes you do have to be honest with yourself about your lack of effort and discipline and fix that. But if you have those things squared away and you're still stuck, sometimes more effort isn't the answer. Sometimes you don't need a stronger breeze. You just need to place your sail in the right position. And when you line those two up, you get effortless motion toward your destination. So I hope that makes sense. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.